Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Reading Sprint. It has been a while because I was on my vacation trip, but I'm back. I'm ready to read, and I have Sam here. Yvette will be joining us in just a little bit. She did let us know she might be a few minutes late. But as the comments go through, let us know what you plan to read tonight. But Sam, who are you? What are you reading? What do you like to read? What's your channel? Give us the details.
So I'm Sam at A Spark of Sam, and my channel is kind of chaotic. It's about like all my hobbies, which is why it's A
I
Spark of
love
Sam.
that.
So it's all the things that bring a spark into my life. So that could be traveling,
Oh.
reading, crafting, gardening, chaotic, whatever I feel like I'm doing. Uh, I like reading pretty much everything. I'll give everything a shot, but my favorite is romantasy. Actually, when you posted your like last reel of like just not my cup of tea, I'm like, those are all my top videos. That's okay. But I love everything. So, I mean, I get it. I get like
Yeah.
wanting to read different books, and I'm a palette cleanse type girl, so I don't like to read back-to-back genres.
I
So, I have
feel
a
that.
little bit of everything every month, and I am probably gonna read The Rose Bargain
Oh,
tonight.
okay.
I have
I've
that
heard that one.
started, and then, I have a Patreon. Our book club discussion is on Sunday for this, so and I have still yet to start our book club
Yeah.
pick. However, if I read it too early, I will forget everything. So I'm a last minute reader for sure.
Oh, yeah. I started reading my book club picks a little bit earlier, and by the time it comes, like I'm like, what happened? I don't know. We'll see. But I will say this one read really quickly, so you should
Awesome.
be good. So yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, I posted that. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna ruffle some feathers with this reel, but
I mean, that's what is so great about so many different readers because not everybody likes the same stuff. But that was like, yep, those are my fave.
I mean, I've tried ACOTAR, the first book. I tried Fourth Wing. I don't know. But I will read it. I will try everything. But if I don't
Mhm.
like it, I'll let you know I don't like it. So
Well, and that's how I am kind of like with cozy mysteries. I'll read it,
mhm.
but the chances of
Yeah,
it being 5-star are not going to be high. And
same. Because I read thrillers and then I read cozy mysteries. I'm like, where's the blood and
yeah,
the gore and the mystery? So I totally get that. But yeah, thank you for so much for being here. I actually just finished this not too long ago, so I will be saving my thoughts and feelings for next week, which is exciting. If you guys are tuning in, you don't even know what we're talking about. This is the Sleep When I'm Dead book club pick for the month of April. Sam and Yvette are my co hosts, and we are discussing this Monday, 8 p.m., right here on this channel. So we will see you guys then. Um, but for those who don't know me, my name's Jessie. I read mainly romance and thrillers. Again, I will try anything. But tonight I'm going to be reading Count My Lies by Sophie Stava. I am 23% into this book and I'm really, really liking it. Um, I couldn't tell you what's happening because I don't even know. But basically, you have our main character is a pathological liar and she just keeps digging herself a hole. That's all I can really
mm.
tell you. So, but yeah, liking it so far. But everyone else, let us know if you're here. I want to try to get through these comments. Let's see. Whoops. There's always this weird delay. There we go. April, hello, reading The Rose Bargain tonight. I'm assuming for the Patreon book club. Let's see. I'm assuming this is a book title, The Whisper. Nice. Corinna is here. She is saying hello. Love that. Let's see. Reading the others. Why is this going so slow? I hate this. The Other Side of Loss. Love the author's first name. She should add an E at the end, but that's okay. Let's see. The Wilds by Sarah Pierce tonight. Awesome. Angel, hello. Welcome to Sprints. reading The Last Room on the Left. Nice. Love to see that. Tammy is reading Firefly Lane. That is probably for Gwen's Patreon. So have fun with that. I read The Nightingale. And I don't think I could do another Kristen Hannah back to back. So.
I love Kristen Hannah.
Really? I've read The Four Winds, The Nightingale. I swear there's another one, but every time I go look for it, I can't find it. I swear
The
I've
Great
read one.
Alone?
No, that's probably going to be in my next one. But I cannot remember what it is. It's not
She's
the
got
women
quite a
either.
few.
Yeah, she's got a huge backlist. But I read The Nightingale for my work book club. So that should be interesting. I gave it a respectable 3 stars. So
all of hers have been 5 stars for me.
I don't like World War II. I don't like sisters. Really. I don't like sisters in books either. So it just didn't have anything that was like my thing. Oh, here's Yvette.
Really hit you.
Yeah. But I at least I didn't hate it. Hello.
Hi there.
We will pause on the comments and figure out who are you? What are you reading? Who are you?
I know? Good. How are you?
Good.
I am. Hi, everyone. I'm Yvette. I'm on Instagram as Levers Adores. And I'm going to start the read tonight. I kept on putting off like the hold. It kept on coming up and everything. And I was like, oh no, wait, I want to do it like the week before. And so last week I put it off and it was supposed to come like, I was waiting for it. I was getting all nervous, but it came in 3 hours ago. It showed up in my queue. I was like, yes. So I just got it. And so I'm going to start that tonight.
Nice. And where can we find you on Instagram?
You can find me at my handle Levers Adores. Yeah.
Since you don't have a YouTube, I keep trying to convince you. Rude.
I know.
We were talking about Kristen Hannah. What's your hot take on that?
Oh, my hot take? I think I've only read one book, which was no, have I read? Well, regardless, I read The Women and didn't like it. So
that is a hot take.
Yeah, I think I gave it at the time. I gave it 3 stars, but I think that was an intimidation tactic from all. So I need to change. It's a 2-star for me.
Oh man. Well, I was saying I read The Nightingale. I gave it 3 stars, but I understand why people like it. But it's set in France, and I know you love French culture. So
I do. I love French culture.
So you might like that one. So
yeah, it was just that one. I liked everything that had to do with like the women's relationship. If there had been more of that, if there had actually been more of, I thought it was really interesting when she was actually in the war. I found that part really interesting.
Yeah.
But as soon as and that's only half the book. The other half is going through the healing process, which should be very interesting as well. But I just felt like everything was only happening to one person. Like I felt like it should have been spread out.
Yeah.
And then I just hated everything she did with men. So
fair.
I got you.
I get that.
Yeah, totally. All right, I want to take this little banner because I think that is what makes this thing go so slow.
What collaboration?
I think just the 3 of us.
Just us. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone you see on screen.
I'm also happy.
Corinna is reading The Rose Bargain as well. Nice. Kayla, happy birthday, by the way. Eating some cake, and then I think I'm going to start Shy Girl tonight. Awesome. Let's see. Brandon will be starting The Last Room on the Left. Love that. It's been a chaotic month over here, but I'm hoping to get a good amount read. I know. I don't know how you are surviving in the month of April, so. Sorry, I have a slight cough that's barely going away, so Amy reading The Inheritance. Awesome. Devin, hello. Reading Crimson River. It's the 5th book in a series. Obsessed with the series. I've been reading them back to back. Definitely a departure from my TBR. Love to see that. Haven't heard of that one though.
Yeah.
Lindsay, hello. How are you? Working on Dear Mom. Awesome. Jules is in his house. I love to see it. I'm going to be reading some 90s horror stories tonight. Ooh, nostalgic. Very on brand for you. I just finished the book club book a little bit ago. Zipper mouth emoji. Ooh. Sorry.
Have you finished it yet, Jesse? You were.
Yes, I just finished it yesterday.
Oh yeah. What about you, Sam?
I will be starting it this week.
Yeah, we were saying like reading it early and then we forget all the details.
Yeah,
so.
That's why I was like, perfect timing.
Oh, yeah. Courtney, hello. Want to get into historical fiction? What would you recommend? Kristen Hanna. She is your gateway into that. Let's see. I've read two books this month. Oh no. Let's see. Danny is listening to Invisible Girl by Lisa Joel. Nice. I think I enjoyed that one. Maybe. It's a good one. Yep. Grandma Susan, hello. Listening to an arc of Where Secrets Lie by Colleen Cobble and Rick Aker. Christian suspense. Ooh, nice. Let's see. Michelle, I'm reading The Condition of Will. Nice. I see a kitty tail. Oops. Hello. Might knock out soon by reading Acorn Crow. Fresh Hell. Wait, what? Wait. That's not even acorn. What am I trying to say? Autumn Crow, Fresh Hell on Kindle until I fall asleep. What was?
Still don't know what that is.
Was I having a stroke? Like what? Wow. Okay. It was like everything between the A and the crow just like evaporated.
Yeah.
Beth, hello. Hope you had a good day. I've been decorating my Kindle case. I love doing that. One of my favorite things. Although mine's not really, I don't even know where it's at. One Dark Window. I've heard that's a good one. But not the second one. I don't know what the T is on that, but
I love the first one, and then I did a soft DNF on the second one just because I started it and then I had book clubs I had to get to and I haven't picked it up, but I was still enjoying it, but it changes pace. It definitely changes pace, the second book.
Yikes. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Heard that's good. Yes, I hope Kayla had the best birthday ever. Hello, just popping in to boop the like button. Boop.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Alrighty, got through all the comments. We'll go ahead and get started. Do you guys like longer sprints? I was thinking until the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like to get some stuff knocked out. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, I chose this very charming lake springtime patio thing. There we are. Okay, cool. So, why is this not full screen? What is happening? Okay, I'll figure it out. All right, we'll read until nope, not the right button. All right, we will read until the top of the hour and then we'll come back and chat. Happy reading. Okay. How did, like, why are we like this?
There we
Here we go. How did y'all do?
I got about 5 chapters read of The Rose Bargain.
Nice.
So I've been annotating and like taking notes. So it took me a little bit longer, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only,
How far did you get into it?
I mean, I'm still only like the first quarter, but I have 5 days of the
Yeah.
audio left. It'll be done in 5 days.
You'll get it done. I'm sure you will.
Is that a buddy read?
But are you?
This is for my Patreon, and then also Jordan Elaine is doing it. So Jordan and I are like collabing Patreon reads.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm excited for it.
Yay.
It's a pretty addition with the
What
roses.
about-
Barnes and Noble
Yeah.
edition, and then the inside cover.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And if you guys haven't heard of it, they describe it as Bridgerton meets The Cruel Prince. It's
Ooh.
also giving me like the Selection vibes too. So I would say the Bridgerton and Cruel Prince part, I've read both of the series, is pretty accurate. But it is dark. Like these girls essentially when they go into
Ooh.
society, they get to make a bargain with the queen who is a fairy. But you know, you got to be careful about your bargains. And so they'll wish for something and they have to give something back or lose something in return. So it's pretty dark, but I'm liking it.
I like that premise. I go into everything blind.
Yeah, I have heard like people talking about it, and when I went to Barnes and Noble, all it said was Bridgerton meets The Cruel Prince, and I'm like, sold.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing it.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. You got my interest when you said Bridgerton because I haven't read those series, but I do love that show.
The show's so good.
Ugh, the Queen, best character ever. What about you, Yvette?
I got 11%, so I think that is also 5 chapters of The Last Room on the Left. So basically, the premise is all set up, and now we're on to things like it. Basically, it's just the premise has been explained.
Nice. I made it to page 122. Did I read 5 chapters? Hang on.
What are you reading?
I was on chapter 8.
I missed it.
I am reading Count My Lies by Sophie Stava. I read 6 chapters. Sorry. Flex. So I'm really enjoying it. However, nothing's happening. Basically, it's about this woman. She's at a park one day and some little girl gets stung by a bee and her dad's like freaking out and she's like, oh, I'm a nurse. She's not a nurse. And so she's like infatuated by this guy and then she meets his wife and she's even more fascinating. They're just rich is what they are. But she's like, oh yeah, I'm a nurse and my name is Caitlin. It's not Caitlin. Like she just lies about everything. And so she's just digging a deeper and deeper hole. And so eventually she becomes like their nanny. So, but this girl's crazy. Like
super sus.
Yeah, like nothing, like also like something happened like over a year ago, but of course we don't know what happened yet. So I don't know. Something's weird. I also don't trust the family. Like I feel like it's gonna be like any other popular thriller about a rich family. There's something going on. Also, the audiobook said that there's 3 narrators, but I've had so far. So I'm like, when are these other 2 people going to speak?
Yeah, it's weird.
So, yeah. So it should be interesting, but I'm liking it. I'm just like, what's going on? Like, what are we up to? But everyone else, let us know how far you got into your book. I saw Keisha pop in right when we got started. She's going to bounce between The Secret Garden and Murder Runs in the Family tonight. Awesome. That sounds amazing. Thank you. She was saying hi from the previous one. Lena is on an editing grind right now. 4 videos. Jeez. Okay. Well, better you than me. Let's see. There we go. Happy birthday, Kayla. Corinna says, just finished cleaning. Now I'm going to read. Okay. I know Yvette is like my enemy when it comes to this author, but like, I'm so happy that someone said they read this and gave it 5 stars.
Yeah, I did not know this about you, Yvette, until you were gone in Tokyo, and I was like, what?
Okay, so you an Abby fan?
I am a huge Abby fan.
Everybody's an Abby fan.
Yes. She's so good. Have you read the new one, Sam?
Yeah. Loved it. 5 stars.
You were crying, weren't you, Sam?
5 stars.
Every time I read the dang book, I cried.
It's sad from start to finish.
Wendy,
it's like cute, and then it's like just sad.
Wendy couldn't get rid of me because every single time she posted or like put a story, I just write no. So she'd be like, "I'm reading this," and I was like, "No." And she's like, "Anybody want to do sprints with me?" I was like, "No." So every single time, I think she was probably tired of me by the end, but I just kept on doing it.
It just surprises me that you don't like her.
Yeah.
That was a shock value for me.
I mean,
which one?
Like
have
I
you
said,
read?
I've only read 2, so it you know, maybe in the future I'll get into another one. I've read The Friend Zone and the purple one with the goat.
The
goat.
Oh, it's
no, Abby is the goat.
Part of Your World.
Oh.
The special edition is purple. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, it's not purple.
Yeah.
Part of Your World.
Yeah. And like Part of Your World, I didn't like in both of them actually. I hated the females, and I know that you can like get behind it. Sometimes you're supposed to dislike them for a little bit, but I didn't like them at all, and I want to root for them a little bit. I liked the guy, and especially in Part of Your World, I liked him. But
you are going to love the 2 characters in Just for the Summer.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
No, you have to. Otherwise, you just have to. So.
Okay, well, I haven't read it just in case.
Reading Striker, nice. This ambiance makes me so happy. Wish I was. Yeah, me too. Totally agree. Hello, Jen. Reading Firefly Lane. Awesome. April got 30 pages of The Rose Bargain. That's Sprint. Awesome.
Firefly Lane is Kirsten Hanna, right? Kristen. Hanna.
Mm-hmm.
Kirsten. Close enough.
Yes. Kirsten.
Yeah.
Kristen. Yeah. Brandon read 42 pages of the last room on the left. I'm struggling tonight. Coretta got 5 chapters. Yay. Or she's saying 5 chapters is so good. Sorry. Read 25 pages and my eyes are getting heavy. You could always do some jumping jacks. That makes my eyes open. Made it to chapter 6 of the last room on the left. I hate the Audible doesn't give a percentage. Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like to be the audiobook company, you should have a percentage.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, don't make me do math.
Yeah. Especially if Kindle, which is owned by the same company, like, we don't talk about Abby with Yvette present. I'm just trying to convince her. And then when she reads it and falls in love, she's going to have to tell me my favorite words.
I have for my first ever subscriber, Wendy, I I'm supposed to read which one was it?
Yours truly.
No, Part of Your World? No, that's the one
No,
I have.
you said you read that one.
I don't
Just
know.
for the summer?
Yes, that one.
Yes.
I'm supposed to read that one.
I think that one you will love. You just have to love it.
I'm a little scared.
I got some nice reading done down to the last 100 pages of your book. Awesome. We love that. 10% into Shy Girl. Awesome. I didn't like Cruel Prince, but I'm loving this.
I think
Awesome.
The Cruel Prince gets better with every book.
I think so too. It's hard.
I've also heard
in the
that.
first one where it's just so mean the whole time.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Keisha said on chapter 14 of The Secret Garden, going to read a little bit more and then switch to the murder runs in the family. Awesome. I got to page 8, talk to hubby, and I'm reading The Inheritance with my eyeballs. That sounds familiar, Jesse. What are you reading? Count My Lies. It's the March book of the month pick. It was the only one that sounded interesting that month, to be honest. I read Say You'll Remember Me last week, gave it 5 stars. It's my new favorite by her. I don't know, like Just for the Summer and Say You'll Remember Me, like I think they're my favorite for 2 different reasons. Like I think the romance is better in Just for the Summer, but I love the emotional, hard-hitting topics and Say You'll Remember Me.
I can agree with that.
So, yeah. Because, like, yeah, I was rooting for the couple, but, like, gosh, that book just did the most.
Literally every time I was sobbing, and everyone's like, "Are you finished yet?" I'm like, "How can you just fly through this book when you have all this emotional damage to go through?"
See, I read it with my eyeballs, no audiobook, with the NetGalley arc, and I'm like reading at work, and I'm like, and I work with a bunch of guys, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "You don't understand." So it was just that good. I mean, out of the 3 Abby books I've read, I've given 5, 4, and 3 stars. 2 of those are the wrong answer, Brandon, but moving on. Abby is always a 5-star read for me. Say You'll Remember Me made me sob. Yes, totally agree. I've never given an Abby book 5 stars, but I have special edition of Say You'll Remember Me coming. Moving on. Also love Abby. I just finished The Cruel Prince. I really liked it. Got the second book to start soon.
Yeah, I liked the second one a lot.
Lena says she finished editing the second. Gosh, those must be quick videos because I know it takes me a
Lena,
minute.
what wine are you drinking?
Yes, what wine? We went I went on a girls trip with her, Jordan, and Gwen. And we went, me, Jordan, and Gwen went to a place called Happy Harry's. But apparently that's where all the wine is sold. Because Lena's flight got delayed. We're like, we'll just pick you up a bottle of wine. What kind do you want? And I have no idea what we picked up. But I know Gwen picked up one that had like a book cover on it. One had like an owl. I know I got a Sauvignon Blanc. I just can't remember what it was called. So
that's cool.
But that's usually my go-to.
Do you have one for each of you so that like you had like your own special curated wine?
We just honestly, I'm such not a wine connoisseur. I'm just like, this bottle looks pretty.
Yeah.
So, and it's a Sauv, so that's my favorite. So I'm not really picky either. Let's see. Danny said Part of Your World. I'm assuming that's her favorite. It makes sense that Jules would love this one the most. Love you, Jules. So for those of you who have read Say You'll Remember Me, on that trip, Jordan booked a escape room
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
that had a very similar theme. And like two of us had read the book, the other two hadn't, and me and Gwen were like, "This is so
I would have just
cool."
been laughing the whole time.
Oh, it was so funny because the other two were like, "What are y'all giggling about?" We're like, "You'll just have to find out." It was so funny.
You got a cake too,
Let's
right?
see. Yes, we did get a
That-
cake. We went to Nadia
Yep.
Cakes, which is Abby's bakery. Let me see if I can pull up
That
a
looked
picture. It was the best cake I have ever had in my life. Like my flabbers were so gasted. It was so good. It was
What is a
delicious.
flabber?
When you say you're
It
flabbergasted,
sounds dirty.
That's
so
so
there's
cool.
the book, and then
That's
the cake,
amazing.
and there's the top of
That's
it.
so cool. I wonder, so did you like special order it, or does she already have like that specific one available?
So Jordan made a whole itinerary. As like, I just want to be surprised. I said, just tell me if I need to bring like a poodle skirt or a bathing suit. You know, just tell me like what the vibe is. And so I didn't know we were going to Nadia Cakes. I had a feeling because it was like pitched as an idea. And so we got there and we're like, okay, we're just gonna buy some cupcakes. No, she specially ordered it without telling any of us. So like, look how cute
Yes.
she is with that
Do you
cake.
have a poodle skirt?
No, but I would have bought
Okay.
one for a special
I have
occasion.
one, so I was like ready to go.
Oh,
Next trip,
yeah,
poodle
like
skirts
that
for
cake,
sure.
Poodle skirts for sure.
delish.
What was the flavor?
Marble.
Yum.
Yeah, and then they apparently they have cupcakes that are they're like named after the book or whatever, and they had two of the books. They like rotate them. So they had the Say You'll Remember Me cupcake, which was a guava cupcake or like a coconut guava.
Guava in the book?
I don't well it was blue.
Oh, okay.
So but with like pink frosting, so that's what
Oh,
it
okay,
looked
yeah.
like. And then the other one was the Friend Zone, which was like a vanilla, but it was the
Just
best
like the
vanilla
book.
cupcake I've ever had. Yeah. They had a salted caramel one. That one was probably my favorite. And then like this like chocolate with Oreo stuff on it.
Sounds
Oh,
That's
delish.
bucket list.
Look at this cake. She has a cake of I think this dog is Stuntman
Man, Mike.
Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a cake.
Oh my gosh, it's a cake. Oh, stop it,
Yeah,
Mike. Oh
that's a
my
cake.
gosh, I love that.
Delish. Delish.
I follow
Yeah.
her for the dog
The
commentary, but that's it.
You should follow her after you read all her books and fall in love with it.
I'm here for the dogs.
All of her like animals in the books are so good.
That's where the one
Yeah.
star comes from.
I remember I read Part of Your World first, and she named the pig
Yes.
Kevin Bacon, and I was like,
Yeah,
sold.
I love that part.
She stole my heart. That cakes looks so cool. Yep, it tasted so cool too. Yeah, super cool cake. I agree. I was trying so hard to think about how long it takes for them to make that cake because it's so detailed. I could never imagine. And the macaron, yeah, we took a macaron making class. I'm basically a professional because I've done it one time.
That's pretty cool.
It was so much fun. Yvette knows the dogs' names but hates the books. I know.
That's true.
Oh yeah, this one too. I loved it. I know some people on TikTok are disgusted by it, but I love it. I thought it was hilarious. Alrighty. Do you guys want to do one more sprint to the top of the hour again?
Yep.
And we'll wrap up. Cool. All right. So let me bring back the ambulance and we will chat in 40 minutes. Happy reading. There we go. How did y'all do?
I am now 28% into the Rose Bargain. I don't remember where I started this past sprint, but it just switched some things up that I wasn't expecting. So
Ooh. I'm gonna have to
okay,
look this book up because, like, I probably won't read it, but it sounds really interesting.
Now you said it was kind
yeah,
of like the selection. Does that mean there's like love triangles?
possibly.
Uh,
I well, so like I thought I knew where this was going. It kind of seems like the beginning is like setting up to be similar to the selection, but then something just happened. So I'm like, never mind. Maybe I'm wrong.
is it
So
YA?
yes, I think it is.
Okay. I feel like
Ooh, the
the
normal covers
higher
are
like
pretty.
likely ability of a YA being a love triangle is very high. Like
Yeah,
I feel like they
that's so
love to do
true.
that. They're like every teenage girl really wants all the guys to be in love with her. I'm like, I hate it.
I mean, you don't.
No, because I'm the girl on the outside and I'm watching this girl get all the dudes, and I'm like, just give me one.
That's funny. So, are you still liking it, even though it went in a different direction?
Yeah, I'm liking it more because
Oh,
at first
good.
I'm like, okay, it feels like a lot of other books, and now I'm like, okay, we are pivoting. It's actually different.
Oh,
So
I like that. Kind
Nice.
of switching it up a little bit.
mhm.
How'd you do?
I read another 5 chapters, so I'm
Mm.
24% in. I like it. I love the ambiance so far. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite thing to do is to read a book that's like unreliable,
Yeah.
like she's drinking and stuff like that and all that, and pair it with my own drink. So
Um,
I'm like, she's
Do you
talking
think
about,
to yourself, you're like, I'm not that bad?
I know, I'll be like, I'm having mine, you're having yours, you have problems.
That's a great positive way to look at that.
Yep.
What are you drinking?
I'm having bubbles.
I was gonna say it looks like champagne.
It is.
Oh, okay. To
Yeah.
celebrate this collaboration of us
Taste,
three on one
taste
screen.
great. Yeah.
I love that.
Champagne on a Monday.
Why not?
it's the best time to
Um,
have it.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I am, according to my audiobook, I'm exactly 50% done. So I made it to page 158. And I don't know if y'all have read this one, but it's giving me like the last Mrs. Parrish slash the housemaid vibes.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like this nanny, but also she has the hots for the husband. And I'm like, what is happening? I don't know. It's weird. And I think there was like a mini reveal, but I don't know if it's like something I can trust or not. I'm like, that seems very convenient.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, but I'm liking it a lot. So, but yeah, everyone, before we leave, let us know how far you got into your book. Let's see. Lena says, I've been dreaming about that cake. Me too. Me too. Thing was delicious. Pooter.
Mhm.
Love Pooter. Star of the show. I don't know why he was not on the cover, but what is Restream? It's like StreamYard, just a different service. So apparently I also got that book um in the past month's book of the month too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm liking it. It's one of those thrillers where I feel like I don't have to think too hard. It's also not thrilling. Like I don't know what's happening, but
It's more of a drama than the.
it's just like what why does this girl keep lying? What did you do? Where are you, like, what is your end goal? Because it's
Mhm.
weird because she's like, I shouldn't be flirting with this guy. He's the husband to my best friend, the best friend that you just met last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like, I mean, this girl's just kind of like unhinged. Like, I can't believe anything she says because she's just a pathological liar. It's just crazy. Elise, hello. I only have 30 minutes to read before getting the kids to bed, so I wanted to pop in. I'm still reading Say You'll Remember Me.
Oh.
These acronyms are just getting so creative.
It's so hard.
Nothing.
Still loving it. Yay. I love that. Let's see. I commented this, but forgot to put it on the screen. But we were reading until the top of the hour. So, Corinna says she's really going to read this time. So hopefully she did.
Let's see what happened.
The blue guava cupcake was so good. I think it was my least favorite, but it was still really good. It was like eating a pina colada in a cupcake. So, big fan of Tess. You're a fake fan.
I'm a fan of the dogs. That's it.
Hi, Jess. Are you a lead in the mediums? Yes. Yeah. So if anyone did not see, I'm one of the team leaders for Escape the Readathon next month. So if you haven't joined, go join the team mediums with me and Jordan. Elise is sobbing and laughing hysterically all in the same chapter. I know. Yeah. Totally agree. What'd you say?
Oh, I was gonna say it was fun to see all, like, I even said when I was watching the premiere for it, I was like, can you stop choosing for every single team somebody that I want to be with? I'm very stressed. I know. I saw you on there. I was like, well, what? What do I do?
I mean, I do peer for you to read books by an author you don't like. So
this is true. This is true.
I mean, my crystal ball says you should do that. Keisha said, made it to chapter 17 of Secret Garden. Gonna hop off and either go read my other book in bed or watch a show. I started dozing off, so we'll see. I bet you're gonna doze off. That's my answer. 34 more pages of The Rose Bargain and loving it.
Oh, so she did read. Good job. Good job.
Mm-hmm. Well, the comment went away, but Brandon made it to page 77. Sam, did you just get to the plot description?
Did you read the back, Sam? Is it like, was this part of a spoiler or something?
I don't read the back of books.
That's the same with me. I never read it. Like, there was one book where a character dies and it says it on the back of the book, but I didn't read the back of the book. So I'm like reading along. We're going good. It's fine. And all of a sudden the person dies. And I was like, what just happened? And I realized it was on the back of the book. And I'm in less emotional turmoil. But
you were just fully invested.
Yeah.
Even like with tropes, it will like give so much of the vibe, and I just like to go in blind. And when I saw this book, I was like, Bridgerton, Cruel Prince, cool, that's all I need. And I literally read nothing else into it. And everyone else picked it too, because I'll like just photo or like screenshot the description from Goodreads. And if people want to read it, they can. Yeah. I'm not reading it.
So you just read vibes, not the actual synopsis.
100%.
And I have like a whole list of books that sound good, and then I'll add them to the list, and then I don't remember what people said about it.
Yeah.
And I go in blind. I love it.
The book we're reading, I was just like, unreliable narrator and dead body. And I was like, all right. That's all I need to know.
And it says like the feministic take on The Shining, and I was like, I've never seen The Shining, so boom, perfect.
Ooh, I've never seen The Shining, which I really want to, but I read The Shining.
I've never read The Shining either.
I liked the book. I really want to watch the movie.
Oh, the movie drives me crazy.
Like, you hate it, or like it's so intense?
Well, okay, Jack Nicholson's eyebrows are so on fleek the whole time that it is so distracting. I was just like, why are your eyebrows so arched? Like you're sad, they're arched. You're scared, they're arched. You're trying to murder your family.
He's always in a state of surprise.
Yes. Like I have to show it. It's just.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was gonna say I even know what it looks like, and I've never even seen the movie because
Yeah,
it's so iconic,
it's-
I guess.
and apparently, like the actress, they terrorized her throughout the movie, like in real life, and she just hated filming it.
That's awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
why
yeah.
are they so arched?
He has expressions to be made, and that is the only one.
Oh, it's just like the very first scene you see him, he's like sitting in the office, and it's just like, I'm like, what's wrong with your eyebrows? And like that was the first thing I thought, and that was the only thing I could focus on.
And the
whole
last
movie.
thing.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I cannot.
Yeah.
It's just, let's see. Excuse me. Did a little scrolling that sprint, but I did buckle down and read. Good for you. Champagne is always my drink of choice.
Me too.
I need a little bit of orange juice though. I read nothing. Scrolled on my phone. Jules just doing the most. I love that. Grandma Susan, 67%. Thanks for sprints. Thanks for joining. Sam, Marco Polo, me, your thoughts on the book? Let's see, Jules, do I need to resend you the reel from earlier? Made it chapter 9 of The Last Room on the Left. Awesome. Hopefully you're enjoying it. 19 pages of Servant of Earth. Nice.
That one right now, Servant of Earth, I think is on NetGalley for like 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it. It's already out, so it's only if like you can't get it through your library or something, but you can get Servant of Earth on NetGalley. Like anybody can, and then the second one you can request.
Huh.
We'll hack if anybody is waiting at the library for that.
Yeah, go to NetGalley. If you're talking about the book, I think you were talking about Yvette. They took it off the back of the book.
Oh, they took it off the back of the book?
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Oh, you'll have to message me, Karina. It was on my copy on the back of the book. And I was devastated. Like it's in the very beginning. And I was like, what just happened? And then I went to the back of the book. I was like, are you kidding? It's right there. So I'm glad I didn't, but at the same time, maybe I would have been less stressed. I could have been prepared.
I always go in blind. See, I tell myself that, but then when I'm like reading a book, I'm like, wait, what am I reading? And I'll read the synopsis. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I'm reading. So I try to go in blind, but I need a little refresher sometimes.
Every fantasy I read is basically, even if you do read the back of the book, you have no idea what's happening. So I don't care either way. The first 100 pages, I'm here for just the ride.
The ride.
Hold on tight. Hopefully.
I like the little move too.
Yeah. That's how I go through.
So at the 100-page mark, you're like,
yeah, I'm starting to understand things.
Jen read 40 pages of Firefly Lane. Nice. Alrighty, well, I got through all the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm excited for next week. I did not realize until you said something, but it literally says an addictive feminist take on The Shining.
Well, okay, so the only reason I know is when I do my TBR videos, I feel so bad because I'm like, I am not selling these books at all because I don't like reading a ton or like giving a lot of context to the books because I like going in blind. But I was like, well, that's what it says on the front of the book, so I'll just go with that, and I'm just here for it.
It's funny because as soon as you said it, I'm listening to it right now, and there's a boiler room in it, and it's only like 15% in, and they're talking about a boiler room. And like I said, I didn't read any synopses. I didn't do anything. And I was like, boiler room, that reminds me of The Shining. And so you said, the feminist version of The Shining. Oh, well, there you go.
It's so funny. Like, I read the whole thing and I mean, it's been years since I've read The Shining. Like, probably before I made a YouTube. So, yeah, I totally see that now.
Yeah. It's because I was already connecting it before. I was like, oh, boiler room. That always reminds me of it. And then, yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, and see, sometimes people say that and they'll connect like one small thing.
Yeah.
And then if you miss that, you're like, I didn't see it. So that's how I felt with like the Rose Bargain when everyone said it's the Cruel Prince meets Bridgerton. I'm like, okay, bet we'll see. Like
everything is Bridgerton now. It's like if it's Regency, they're like, and Bridgerton. I'm
literally.
Like,
well, yeah.
Like, is it really, or is it just Regency?
It's just those buzzwords to create sales.
Yeah. Gilmore Girls and Practical Magic. That's what, like, 30 different books have that.
I mean, the Practical Magic, that has me sold. So,
yeah.
But yeah, next week we are going to be discussing this book in full detail. So you guys have exactly 1 week to pick this up, read a copy, join us for the discussion. I do have a Discord. It's always linked in all my descriptions. You can join us there where we have chapter by chapter breakdowns, all that fun stuff. I have Sam and Yvette's socials linked in the description. So go give them a follow. Yeah, I think I covered everything. If not, oh well. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll end the stream here. Have a great night.